And we should be live, hopefully. And let's see if the audio is okay. Just waiting the guys on the chat to say that the audio is okay, if it is okay. Oreo. Audio all good. Okay, let me stop this one so I don't get feedback. I have this new nice feature where I can detach the chat, which is interesting. Hello, so welcome to this new episode from sunny Davao City in the Philippines, and it's Kunos again, reporting the progress or the non-progress on Assetto Corsa 1.3 development. So we enter into the beta testing phase. So we are getting basically in a situation where we're getting ready to release. It's going to be a very tight, but as usual, tight release, and we're going to work literally up to the last minutes to try to put as many cars as possible with new features, new tire model, blah blah blah, and all the things. So just wanted to make sure that we went through what's going on with the change log lately. Let's see if we've missed something from the last streams, because you know the change log is sort of growing every day, so it's easy to miss something. So these are the old ones. One thing that I definitely want to show you straight away. Let's go with a single race, a single car, and it's going to be a lot of Lamborghinis today. One thing that I changed, but we still decided is not 100% sure we're going with this solution, is the way the software starts. As you know, we were in the situation where we had the track showing, and that was nice. It is what most games do, so it sort of felt like a safe decision to take. But then, honestly, I started to miss the car at the beginning, and so came up with this kind of solution that I think it sort of adds to the immersion level, where you basically sitting here looking at your car, and the car is open. The driver is not there, so it's like you are totally the driver here in this situation. And if I have the time, this I could invest sometimes to make this a little bit more interesting. Like if there are other cars on a track, you might have a situation where the driver, as a first person, you just turn and look into the and look at the other cars that will be sitting in the pits there. And if a car is moving, for example, you might follow it as the car is going out. So this looks like we're going to have this situation in 1.3. And I sort of like it, and it's got the nice added feature of when you get in, the door will actually close. If you look at the door, bang, the door closes, which is nice. Eventually, also the plan is to have probably not in 1.3, but could be that if you guys like this kind of solution, we might have a situation where we actually have some sort of like an animation that you actually going into the car. So here we are in the Lamborghini, which is everybody's favorite. Well, it's not everybody's favorite, but it was a dream for many teenagers, and that where the title is coming from. Another interesting thing that I'm doing, and I'm not yet totally sure about it, is, as you know, and it will be nice if, you know, you guys would go on the forum or even here in the comments below commenting about this. At the moment, if you want to change the force feedback for this car, you can do it here. And this has an immediate effect on this car, and it becomes part of your setup. So if you save it, then it will be part of your setup. This sort of force you to do something. You get into the simulator, and you have to go and load your setup, or come here and change the force feedback, which is not something that I'm totally convinced is the right thing to do. And there are also situations where sometimes you're actually driving and you're realizing, oh gosh, you know, my force feedback is a little bit too high or a little bit too low, you know, and it's annoying and so on. But what I do, you know, do I go back to the pits to change this thing? So what I did was simply, we had plus and minus dedicated to change the field of view. So I redirected this to change the force feedback. So now I'm changing the force feedback back, you know, like 79% right now. And then I can go back up, you know, I should allow also values over 100. And so the idea, of course, you know, the software cannot work with both the system. It cannot work with both the setup and the fast keyboard changes. So we will have to sort of decide which one is best. The idea with this one is that when you close the simulation, that becomes a setting for that car. So next time you go and load this car, you will have the force feedback that you set with the keyboard before. And of course, that's, you know, that's something that I for the way I use Assetto Corsa, which is not really into doing setup and saving it, I think it's a better way of work personally. But you know, it doesn't mean that it will be the best thing to do for everybody, because yeah, people might be totally fine and actually totally want the force feedback to be part of the setup. Again, it's not really, I don't know, for example, if you're sending a setup to a friend, and then your force feedback is coming with that, I'm not 100% sure that's something correct to do. No idea, but I have this feeling that probably is not the correct thing to do. So yeah, so at the moment, this is still an experimental thing, so it's not saving it. It's not saving the setting at the moment. So let's go racing while talk. And this is completely untested. I totally didn't try this. So let's hope it works. And this is the other configuration of Barcelona, which is the one with that the MotoGP use. And I think also GT3 cars, that's the one that they're using. So here we are with our car, ready to go. And let's check some fuel. What I'm scared about here is that the AI won't have the correct fuel for the qualify. Let's hope. The Countach is going to be probably a surprise for most people. You know, guys like me that grew up thinking about this car like a sort of space, you know, invincible spaceship, you know, that goes as fast as it looks. Well, it was amazing in the 80s. It's not even an 80s car. It's really a car that comes from the 70s. And, you know, for today's standards, is not that fast. It's not that super fast for today's standards. So I can see the AI is not particularly fast. I didn't do any particular tweaking on the AI yet on this car. I did a basic thing. It looks to me like they have a little bit problem braking. Not problem like, you know, they struggle braking, but they tend to brake too early. So here we go. That the track was exactly the same up to this point. So this braking zone is much longer. So in the Formula One version, we turn before this red thing. So all this part is. So we come back here. This is in common with the Formula One version. We still don't have people on the stands, and this is the difference. Instead of going to the chicane, there is this awesome, fantastic corner, fast corner going downhill there, and also this other one that becomes really tricky. So let's try to see where we are with lap times. I get this feeling that they are not super fast, just by following this guy. I'm long. And this is what I was telling you, that with Tire Model 5, you know, locking tires is a big deal. So you really don't want to do that. I realized straight away that I was long there. I didn't do any practice here in Barcelona. I did some laps in Vallelunga. Yeah, so I was saying it's especially in the corners, a bit like the F40. You cannot expect this car to be super fast. I mean, it looks like a spaceship, but it really doesn't have any substantial downforce. So you're still basically turning at 1G something. Are we long again? We are long again. Need to brake earlier. It's important, you know, to don't get into the panic situation where you lock your tires when you realize you're long. It's much better, you know, to do what I did, you know, just keep braking at the optimal, arrive a little bit long, and then eventually do the corner. If you lock the tires, you will end up much more far. Okay, let's try to see again. So the guys are running in 2:15. So we need to brake around here, I think. even before that, I think. Looks like I'm going to be doing, let's see, because I did mess up a corner there, so I might be doing maybe a 16. Barcelona, this version still doesn't have all the crowd. I thought that Marco and Simone wanted to do a touch realism, you know, and say, well, there are less people watching when you're not racing on the F1 version. Well, it's not, it's just they're not there yet. Looks like my prediction is, oh, I'm long here. Coming through is gonna be some sort of 216 something. Really bad at these two last corners. So 2:15.8, and oh, weird, I'm first. So yeah, my feeling that the AI was not super fast here was correct. I might end up winning a race. I still have, of course, you know, lots of margin to get faster here. So. It was just a lap to get familiar with the car. So it's clear that the AI needs some work here. We will try with a different car later to see if it is something that is down to the line or to the, or it's just something related to the countach. I'm half a second faster. To get close to that guy to try to understand where is their problem. To the pit. Weird, I lost. Let's see. 15.4. Like 4/10 advantage. Eventually, I will be able to hit that apex. This is my last lap. AI inconsistency among trucks and cars has been a problem in driving games forever. I remember even at the time of Grand Prix Legends, I had, you know, tracks where I could not easily, but you know, win or end up in the first three, like for example Silverstone, and tracks where I would struggle to even, you know, be with the AI without crashing, like Monte Carlo, for example, and those were that was a game with only no modding support. That makes things much easier. And even in the various GP version, also there I had you know, situation where in some tracks I was faster, and some tracks I'll keep a little bit more fuel just to make it a little bit more interesting. And I never understood how much is, you know, down to the fact that as a driver we might feel, oh, that was a terrible start, Stefano. It was really terrible. Let's see what's going on here. I was saying I never understood if it is something to do with the fact that also as drivers we have trucks and cars that, you know, we tend to interpret better than other. For example, I find that I consistently suck at Imola. It doesn't matter which simulator I'm using. I always suck there. Arguably could be because it's a difficult track. So, you know, if you're a good driver, you know, you will be better at Imola. Who knows? Oh, this is going to be interesting because Barcelona, as you know, is a track where it's really complicated to pass, because you really don't have big stretches where you can attack somebody. So this is going to be interesting to see if and where I can attack these guys. The guy in this black car looks like it keeps going wide. It's going to be very difficult to I'm wide, so nothing to do for this lap because I suck. I was trying to get on the power as soon as possible to be fast here, but I failed. It's also interesting this, I can see where they're slow and where they're fast. So I can see where I could see it's going incredibly wide there. Just not enough braking here to attack. lock tire. Really don't want to hit this beautiful car. Let's see, here there is a chance. Come on, come on, come on. I really don't know the braking zone there. Yeah, at the moment I don't see. Here they really mess up big time, so this could be a place where I can. There we go. If you remember from my old stream, that has been a problem for the AI forever. So right, so let's see if we can catch up with this guy and pass him in the same place. Very slow here, very, very slow. I'm smiling like an idiot because this red contact looks so good from behind. It's like. I did it. Sorry. I did scratch the beautiful contact. See if we catch him in this exactly the same place as the other guy. He tends to stay more attached. I wonder if the black car was sort of thinking to get out of the line to sort of attack this guy. And that's why he was going wide all the time. Oh, he not that fast here, so I came out much faster than him, but not fast enough, I guess. Where is the? Totally misjudged my brake, and you see that even completely missing my braking zone, I got so close. So they definitely have a problem in braking. They don't brake. They brake too early probably and not hard enough. Oh! I have to be careful here because he's gonna brake very early. Not to hit him. No, he's definitely doing a different line than the guy behind him. So I suppose the guy, but see, is slow here, but not as slow as the other guy. Let's see. Yeah, got him. Bye. Whoa. Maybe not. See, even the fact that he was braking there is totally wrong. I was too gentle with this guy. It's time to take him out. Yep, thank you very much. Should be able to pull away very fast now. So yeah, so the car is not. It's definitely fast in a straight line, right? But you know, again, you look at it and you imagine something like, you know, compared to something modern like La Ferrari or something, even the new Lamborghinis, where you know you're going into the 800, 900 brake horsepower, and this one had 400 something, 500, and so it's not going to impress you on that. Still is an icon, so. I did a 216. Driving by myself. Long again. Okay, let's try to see if we can make this car a little bit better. So we were in 94%, so let's try to understand, and I have a feeling that I can do probably 14 quite easily. So in order for me to be happy, about this, the AI should, at 100%, should really do something like 12. So let's see if we can tweak it a little bit to make it a little bit faster. See, this is already weird. The braking is 104%, which is very unusual for Assetto Corsa. So it might be something to do with the fact that this car, for a long time of its braking, it's not really limited by the tires, but by the brake power. So that might be the reason why the performance are not that good. And for example, there it was 34 meter early. Or 20 meters early. It's not that bad, but here was braking really early. I didn't watch the number, but I guess that's what it is. It's the fact that the AI cannot really cope very well with being limited by brake power instead of tire grip. Well, for example, here it was spot on. Let me see if here, I think here the line is not great. I don't know if the second gear was something to consider there. Anyway, let's see what kind of lap times this guy is pulling. Because if he can drive 12, well, fine, you know, it's just a matter of saying, okay, I need to put the level a little bit higher to get a bit more. The car is surprisingly easy to drive. It's not a difficult car to drive. That also could be a part of the fact that it's easier to beat them, to beat the AI. Try to see how well it's following the line. So let's see. 112.7 is not that bad. It's not that bad. I'll try to push a little bit more braking. Let's see if it will get any faster. Should change down earlier. Yeah, of course, that's I need in one other thing I want to do in 1.4 is really work on these algorithms for gear selection. Now it's not even algorithm right now. It's just, you know, if RPM is below this level, you know, downshift. So still incredibly early there in braking. set up that car and it's going back to the pits. Anyway, it was around 0.3 of a second faster. So what time it is? 42. We still have the time to try to do just to see the car on the track and see how they behave. Same thing with the R8, and I'll put the AI just a little bit higher. Let's do 95, and let's see how they behave. It's not done yet. This car, the Lambo was much more. Did I put 15 cars? I didn't. Put 16 cars. Standard 15, 16. I don't know if I'm supposed to drive with ABS with this one or not. Anyway, let's see how are they doing with. Oh, so different, so much turning compared to the Lamborghini. My God. God, so much turning. I can see these guys behind me catching up with me very quickly, so I don't think there is anything wrong with the line. It's just that the Lambo must be a car. Oh, look at this guy so fast. Must be a car that the AI doesn't like to drive. So I think the reason is that braking. So I need to work on that. I let these guys pass, so I don't have to look at my mirror all the time. This is something else that I don't like. The red car, this is qualified. The red car should just back up and, you know, back off and take some space. It's getting absolutely nothing from fighting with the guy there in qualify. It looks to me like, you know, this is a totally different story. They are super fast. They're basically gone in a couple of corners. Okay, of course I need to reset a little bit from the no, I'm also the tires are okay. I thought they had super soft and I had soft, but oh yes, I have medium. Hold on. I have medium tires. That's why. Okay, let's try again. For once I didn't exit the pit like a criminal. Go. has definitely more grip. They're lapping in 44, so you guys can go and check. Because I suppose, again, you know, this is the tricky thing with Barcelona, is to understand which of the two configuration is actually used by a particular series. Hey, there are people on the stands. What happened? That was weird. Right. Let's see what's what. I have ABS, so. Right now I'm projected at 46, which is not good but not bad. 45. I don't know if I can trust it though. 44, but I don't think so. I don't think I can trust it. I can see how fast the guy behind me is catching up, so I'm incredibly slow. Whoa. Sorry, but I will not let you pass. You need to work for this. He's going for it. Ha ha. Yeah, don't hit me. Super aggressive, this guy. I'm super slow. Pass me here if you can. Indeed they can. Okay, I'm 49. So only 5 seconds. Strange, because here I'm faster. Let's see. Let's see where is really the time. Probably in the braking, because I am so fast. Super fast, my God. I'm really struggling. Okay, but that's not 5 seconds, isn't it? Okay, let's accept defeat and start from last position, so we can then move on to the Q&A part. 1 hour. Let's see how the race is going. As usual, if I see that, I think we got a bug here because I should be last, but I'm not last. I should check with Simone this one. That white car there looked dangerous. Okay. Okay, very neat and clean. Let's try to get some positions. He's right there, I cannot do anything about it. A mess here. They're so fast in going. Did I change my tires? Oh, I didn't change my tires. I'm with soft tires. So let's see. That could give me at least a fighting chance. Come on, car. I think I must be one of the few people in the world that he's happy when I'm not winning. I don't like if I'm winning. Let's see if my soft tires... Come on, soft tires. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hey, mistake, right? Interesting, I finally see fighting there. I think there is a car that has problems. What a mess. There must be somebody with a problem here because it's creating such a mess. Probably it's this gray car. Yeah, I think so. Even with the problem, I cannot get rid of him. Yeah, I passed him. So at least I'm not lost. wonder if my tires will last. Very, very difficult, you know. You cannot see the corner. Yes. Took advantage of a AI mistake. But now I will have to defend. He's right there. You pass me on the outside if you want. I know why I should have turned off the Dropbox. I know why I have people here, because during the stream Simone uploaded, oh my god, oh, too wide here, okay. Uploaded a new version. I wonder, I hope that doesn't hurt the stream. I'm slow here now. Battling. This guy is coming back at me. Might be my tires that are gone. I think so. I think my tires are done. This, you know, driving drunk sometimes when they are next to you, I hate it. Basically my tires went dead. They went from, you know, good to crap in one lap. Because right now I'm 1 second slower. Come on, I don't want to finish last. I lose so much time here. No, that was totally the wrong breaking point. Totally wrong. That was terrible. I'm doing 49 and the other guys are doing 47, so that's it. I think we're done. Let's see a little bit of replay. This will be fun. I was already last. Let's see when the guy passed me. Very nice. Right, okay, so time for the questions. I apologize if the Dropbox was creating problem to the stream. I hope not. People are commenting how shitty I was through the last corners. Yes, it's true. I suck. Stefan, off topic, is there a way to change the text color of the apps? No, there isn't. Every app decides the color. About setting the force feedback with the keyboard. So when you load again a car, it will also reload your last force feedback. But it will be by track, will be the same value for the track. So basically it will be related to that car. Would that be a variable brake vent cooling option when brake-in come in? Probably, you know, probably there will be. Is there a way to adjust the PSI gain with temperature? I think there is a file in the tire that controls that. There isn't? Oh, maybe there isn't. Yeah, so basically the answer is no. If there isn't, they will not be in 1.3. High resolution review mirror in the near future, not something that, definitely not in 1.3. Is it possible to add rear view camera from inside the car? Look in real life rear window instead of the actual bumper camera. Probably it will be possible to add a setting so you can set where the actual camera to render the mirror will be. There is no rain because we played a little game before the stream start in the chat, and I said that if the guys could guess all the people on the wall in the preview image, then I will do rain, but they didn't, so you really have to take it with them. Can you tell us which feature dropped and which are new that didn't make for 1.2? Probably you mean for 1.3. The DRS in race, I dropped it. I also dropped for the moment the support for configuration cars like the S something, because it works in single player, still doesn't work in multiplayer, and it was too late, so we decided to drop it for this one. I need to sleep more, my eyes are black. Yeah, could be. Is 1.3 running a schedule? No, it will come a schedule. As you see, when there is something that I think the only thing that could stop it right now is if there is some major thing broken in multiplayer, which is something that the guys are gonna test tomorrow, I think. So, but even then, it can't be anything major to be broken. So, I would expect to be out before the end of the month. And even if something happened, it's gonna be a couple of days delay. It's not gonna be a huge delay. Yeah. So, for the tuning menu, is it possible to show the toe changes to the white car icon? You mean in degrees? Like the camber, basically. What does the AI do differently when difficulty is lower than 100%? The speed through the corners is lower, and the braking is lower. So it's not really slower the way it's braking. It's just lower the it's braking earlier. It's braking earlier. Is it possible to map the turbo buttons to a wheel in the future? We want to do that. It was one of the plans. There you go. That's another feature that we planned for 1.3 and didn't make it. So. Can we wear anti-roll bar adjustable on the fly? Well, I think it's pretty rare to have a race car with adjustable anti-roll bar. I think it's something that is common in Indy cars. I'm not sure if it is something that is common in other cars. But yeah, I don't see why we shouldn't have that. About saving FF in setup or not, Evo, it should be saved as is now. There you go. So, an improvement in multiplayer code? No. I only ask you because the toe values aren't all the same for the car. Yeah. Because the values are actually the length of the actual steel rod offset. And because how the suspension works is very annoying to calculate that. So the best way is to actually read it a bit like we do with the camber. Well, regarding multiplayer, I forgot the new Go version might help a little bit to server performance, provided that we really had a problem there, because it hasn't been proved that there was a performance problem on the server. So, is there a reason why you're using no full screen rendering and using? No, I don't know. I have no idea why. I don't know if it is something that has been introduced by these drivers. No idea. I totally don't understand. I'm doing some experimentation, try to understand why that's happening, and I don't understand why it's happening. Will it be possible to change cars in multiplayer server without leaving and rejoining? No, it's not. That was a design decision that was taken 4 years ago, and the entire software is it just makes things incredibly easy, much easier when if the software can start and know already which cars are going to be there, which skin and so on. So it's I understand it's a limitation, but it's a limitation that is there for very good reasons. So it's to avoid a series of other problems. So it's I think it's a good balance between what you get in return and the problem that it gives. Yeah, I think I understand. I think I understand the question about the toe. I think it should be something like the camber. So from one side you adjust it in centimeters, millimeters, what it is, but on the other side you see the reading in degrees. So it's a little bit like adjusting the camber when you go to do the alignment on the on your car, where you're turning the thing and then you're reading what's the degree. Any plans for engine stall? Well, I got it coded in, but we didn't absolutely have the time to sit down and decide how to handle the situation. So at the moment, no, there is no plan. Well, I think that's it, Blaine. Enjoy. There you go. Now that there is 64 bits, can we expect any track to have more than 24 cars? Not our trucks. No, I don't think we will do that. Increase the number of cars. So if people wants to do it in other trucks, and the very simple reason is that whatever number I put there, people will ask for that number plus X. So it's a never-ending quest. How is hard on the server side to define the max ping that will disconnect a player? Because it's not. It's a very easy feature. So the problem is not how complex it is. The problem is if it is the right thing to do, and if the thing could be exploited. Yeah, I think that there was an interesting comment on a forum lately, say that sometimes stuff get added and people think it's a solution to the problem, but it's really not. So provide slipstream of the cars. Right now, lowest tech, the stream provide too much speed. If you have data on that, you know, please please share it, and you know, so we can match it. Is the 1.3 version is going to be to 64-bit? Yes, there will be a 64-bit and a 32-bit, so 2 versions basically. But it's all in one packet, so from the launcher you will be able to decide. It defaults to the same architecture as the computer you have, but you can also opt for using the 32-bit if you are on Windows 64. Can I show the GT40? Yes, I will do the GT40 just before I close. So. Oh, sorry, Jackson. I'm not skipping your post. Hold on, I go back. Pressure gauge just multiply the rolling resistance by 1.5. So the RR cars, or what you want. You know already, Jackson, that the way we work, I write the algorithms and Aris decides what numbers to put in there. So you might probably want to open, if it is about values, you know, Aris is the guy you want to talk to. If it is about formulas, you know, you want to talk more to me. Can we get the innocent outer type to exported to the API? It is. It's not. It's in the telemetry right now. It's not the inner center outer. It's the surface temperature, average surface temperature, and the other one. I know what the dream pack will cost. Yes, but I will not tell you because that's Marco's job, so I will leave it to him. Stefano, tire puncture is something that was announced in AC, really? Was it? But after 1 year, still, I don't think it was announced. I think we got I think you can have a puncture if you go crazy high. I wonder if that code is commented. I think it can happen if you can go very high in the temperature. We did, yeah, it needs to go over 300 degrees basically. We did some experiments, you know, to do stuff like possibility of getting punctures if you go on the grass and things like that, but decided that it was not what we wanted for Assetto Corsa. It seems that the slipstream provides too much power, too much. If you have data, we can talk. If it is something that it seems to you, well, it seems to me like it doesn't for the data that I have. But, you know, if you have data, let's see the data. Ah, you don't know what the parameter does. Okay, Jackson, now I got you. So, are we talking about the RR gain, increased resistance per PSI, right? So the way it works, it's a multiplier for the for both the rolling resistance and the temperature generated by the temperature generated by the rolling resistance itself. Yeah, that's what it is. And it varies between, so in case you are twice the reference pressure, you get that value added to the thing. One interesting thing that I started to do is going to be a slow process, but eventually we will get there, is that I'm started writing a documentation for the ini file in Assetto Corsa. So explain exactly what each parameter is doing, and that's something that will appear on the forum, soon. Because it's something that I also need as a way of cleaning up the ini files. So again, I understand the thing about the slipstream. The problem is that there isn't much data available about that. So it's a constant, Every person seems to have a different opinion about it. Somebody says too easy, somebody says it does. You don't feel it. So if there isn't data, it's very difficult to start a discussion. Yeah, the formula seems right, Jackson. Yes. The problem is that slipstream effect is very difficult to measure, to evaluate just watching a race, because you don't know if you don't know what situation the guy in front is. Maybe he was slow coming out from the corner, and the pass was because he was low. On maybe his tires are gone, or the guys at the back has got better situation with the tires. It's very difficult. So I didn't say anything about single player pit stop because they are not in 1.3. So there's nothing to say at the moment. Still the plan to have single player pit stop coming. It's okay. It's important that we understand that it's one person having a feeling is not a bug. It's not something that requires attention. Well, what do you mean for? Right, because he puts the number higher. Yes, I understand, but probably Aris likes it that way. So the original number that he puts inside, maybe he's already taking into consideration that 1.5. So, you know, you cannot say that, you know, that's wrong. You know, I will tell him. Will it be possible to choose between and how this new series stamp will be added used by physics? The system doesn't really change. What we change is simply we did a couple of changes. Again, it's, you know, these things work much better written down than explained, but we already had a system, right, where we had the surface and the core temperature. Now, there was a misunderstanding in how this thing should be used between me and Aris, and so I wanted to have the surface to be more reactive. In order to do that, what we did, we basically moved the effect of Rayleigh resistance to the core temperature. So the Rayleigh resistance is not going to the contact patch, is now going to the core. And that allow, if you have tire model number 5. And that allow you to get both effects of temperature slowly rising, and at the same time having surface temperature that is going up and down quickly as you go through the corners. How much in general the car manufacturers are friendly about providing car data, especially with race cars? It really depends. It really depends. With race cars, usually teams are quite friendly. Yeah, depends on the team. Depends on the team. There are teams that, you know, and the nice thing with Assetto Corsa getting more popular is that, you know, now what happens is that, you know, if we show up at the team, they go like, you guys from Assetto Corsa, blah, 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 yeah, come in, you know, we give you the data so you can make our car good. And so the relationship with teams sometimes is very, very good. And car manufacturer, as you can imagine, I have so many NDA signed, and I cannot tell you, you know, which one is good and which one is not good. But, you know, there are the ones that give you everything you ask, and there are the ones that give you nothing. So, you know, got to live with that. Could Aris be a guest on your stream? Yeah, that would be, that would rock. That would really rock. It could, I don't think it can be, I think it can be on YouTube. Probably should be something like an hangout. But yeah, I think it's a good idea. Would be a nice thing to do. A hangout, you know, where also Aris is there, and Simone. We will have to do it, of course, in a more compatible time, because right now he's sleeping. So, right, okay, so we got to 11:30, and I'll just leave you with a quick race with the GT40. No idea what's going to happen. I never know, because I never know if I don't know if the physics might be changed or something like that. So let's see. Straight race with this, 5 laps, and then we will close the stream. I should have put 94%. You know, I risk to be murdered by these guys. That's the nice thing about this new view. You can really see how small the car is. GT40 is incredibly small. Here we go. So dark. I think this must be my favorite car in Assetto Corsa right now. No, don't do that. That's the wobble I need to remove one day. See, the guys in the chat are definitely right. The slipstream is too good. That's why this guy is fasting. No, I'm hold on to it. Yeah. Stay there, stay there. Yes, and Kunos fights back. This corner is awesome with the GT40. Constantly with the car. Also this one. You know, you're constantly putting the car in that sort of mild oversteer and then back off. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, the same mistakes as the Lamborghini. Too wide there. See, for example, in this case, the slipstream is doing nothing at all for me. So the reason why they were passing is because they were faster out of the corner, not because of the slipstream. What a beautiful car. It really is a thing of beauty. Oh no, I'm long, I'm long. Getting distracted by the guy in my mirror. Oh. A little bit of dive bombing, but I knew from the lap before that it was a bit slow on the apex there. No. Who touched me? It's very slight touch. A slap. I'll pass him, or at least I will try to pass him. No, I'm too far. Wanted to pass him in the same place, but it was too far. So let's see if I can come out from the fast right-hander. Better than them for a change. I can't. I clearly can't. So I think that's still have here. I tried. Oh, come on, come on. That's nice. Okay guys, so on this replay I will say goodbye, and I will try to have a stream on Wednesday as usual if I can. If I can't, it's gonna be next Sunday. So thank you for joining, and I will see you next time. Ciao.